Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. As if he's deciding to do runs up and down the RV. She's looking for her toy. Bet she pulls out her squeaky ball. We shall see. Anyway, how was your magical Monday? How was it? What magic did you create today to ignite that spark to take you into the week? So did you do anything magical? Did you see some of the things we talked about this morning was looking at your morning routines. What does your morning routine contain that helps you light that spark? Mine is my quiet time in the morning, followed by a walk with Zephy, getting out and about, getting into that fresh air, going and sitting outside and having lunch if we're able to. It was a little warm today, so we didn't do that. But going for a walk at lunchtime helps. Working out in some way or form. I have a couple of exercises that I do here in the RV. I got to clear a little more floor space. I tell you, this sorting thing is taking up so much space. I'll be so glad when it is done. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm going through it. Girlfriend, you got another hour to wait before you get your teas. Yes, I know. I mean, I make you wait till 8 o'clock. Oh, for her it is 8 o'clock. She's on Mountain's daylight time. She's not on Mountain Standard Time. It's only 7 o'clock, sweetie. Mama screwed that one up too. I thought I was really, really late. Sorry. Yeah. What can I say? Now you made me forget what I was talking about. I just want loves this. You can come up. Come on. Can you come up? No. Come on. You gonna give hugs? Not today. You're just gonna stand there and wag your tail. Okay. So you're getting out at lunchtime, going for a walk, staying hydrated, and all of that good stuff. Was able to get that done today. Get some dancing done today. Oh, that's what I was talking about. So I'm in gratitude for the fact that I'm going through and sorting through stuff. Yes, we may not have a lot of floor space. I try to keep enough floor space so Zeph can go running and things. But when you're trying to put things when you have an RV and you're trying to put things in piles of donate, trash, sell, keep, there's a little bit of a challenge called space. So we're doing the best we can with what we have, and we're grateful for the experience. Oh, we got squeaky. Release. Good girl. She's probably going to jump up here. It's going to sit up here for a little bit, okay? You can have it back in a few minutes. And so I'm grateful to be going through that experience of being able to sort through things and look at what do I really, really need in my RV. Do I need that thing that's like, oh, I really want to do that, but I don't know when I'm going to do it? Gone. I've got a few friends who are organizers. So they'll probably be sitting there going, yay! They've been trying to tell me this for years. It's finally sunk in. So it's creating that space, because when you create that space with your physical clutter, you're creating the space in here to become more creative. Because when you get rid of the clutter, the stress is relieved as well. So creativity becomes more available to you, which is awesome. So we got the energy flowing in different ways. I have a couple of exercises I do in the RV, which involves my sink. My sink is under counter mounted. So I use the top part of the counter to hang on to it so I can do stretches. I do a lot of different stretches. I can do knee bends and all of that sort of stuff while fully supported and maintaining the stretch at the same time. And I can do modified push-ups. Getting good at those. I've never really had a lot of strength in my upper arms and shoulders, so getting those, my legs, not a problem. But I always had really strong legs for some reason. Don't ask me why. But my upper body strength has not been the greatest. So I'm doing these modified push-ups. I even hold them in like a plank, in an inclined plank position as well. So just a few little exercises that I do, and the little bits add up over time. And every now and again I'll add a different exercise in there. But I'm looking forward to getting my floor space cleared where I can sit down and I can do some stretching down there. I can do some other calisthenics down on the floor as well. So looking forward to that. So we've got the energy flowing this morning with the exercise, with the quiet time this morning, with the walking of Zephy, starting the wake up goal. Oh my gosh, that gets me going every morning. And then during my afternoon when I was on the chat, I just hit this funk. I can't explain it. It felt off. I was off balance. I was out of sync. And I just sort of like, and I was in the middle of a rush of stuff coming in. And so I got rid of that rush of stuff. And I was sort of like at the thing, like, I really don't care. But I pushed through it because it's sort of like, okay, I acknowledge that you're there. I got work to do. Get the hell out. Type of thing is what I told it. Whatever this funk was, I don't know. And so I had to push through and work through it, which was not easy, but I got it done. And then when I had a few minutes it was just sort of like, okay, take some deep breaths, get up, walk around, do a couple of stretches. And that helped me get off it really quick. And I was grateful for the fact that I had gone through that funk because it told me that I needed to take a break. Basically, it was telling me to take a break. And I wasn't listening to my body when it said, we need a break. We need to get up. We need to walk around for a couple of minutes and then sit back down again. And I wasn't listening. And so my body got into this funk, got out of sync. And so we got back into sync again, using our techniques of doing that with some stretching, with some walking around, putting some live music on, doing a little dance, having the dog look at you really weird. So I expressed gratitude in that. And even when I was in the funk, I was expressing gratitude for going through that because it was making me more aware of my surroundings and what I was going through. I still don't understand where the funk came from or why it came, but all I know is that I started thinking of things I was grateful for. I got up, I moved around, I pushed through until I could get to that point where I could get up and walk around for a couple of minutes, do some stretches, refill the water bottle. Maybe that was it. I was dehydrated. Maybe. Who knows? And I felt a lot better. And so I sat back down and whipped through the rest of the day. It was awesome. And then when we went out for our walk this evening, before we went out for the walk, I'm on TikTok. I'm just browsing through. And my friend Casey had this TikTok on there about Sharpies. I haven't laughed. That it just completely caught me off guard. And I could not stop laughing. I was having a good deep belly laugh over this TikTok that he posted about Sharpies. And it was not something I expected him to say. It was completely out of the blue. It just hit my funny bone in the right way. And I was off laughing. I could not stop. And Zeffie comes over and she stands there with her head on side, just looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? And I was telling her, you got to check out this video. I'm telling the dog to check out a video. Where was my head? I don't know. But that was a really good mood booster. And I love those are little magical moments. I love those moments where you can find something. You expect one thing and something else happens catches you completely off guard, and you just end up roaring with laughter. I love those moments. So that was one of those. So Casey, thank you for my really good belly laugh this evening. I enjoyed that. So thank you for that. And then we went out on an amazing walk. It was like 79 degrees outside. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening. It wasn't hot and sticky like it gets sometimes during the summer. It was a very pleasant evening. Lots of people were out walking, some with dogs, some without dogs. Zeffie was like on her best behavior this evening. I don't know what she was smoking or drinking, but she was like, if I told her to wait, she stopped. If we waited for another dog to go, normally when I put her on wait, it's because there's cars coming or there's other dogs walking by, and I know that those dogs aren't exactly receptive to other dogs. And so I put her on wait, and normally she tries to bounce around me to go and get to the other dogs. But today she just waited very calmly next to me. And when I told her, good girl, it was time to walk on, she just started walking. So she was on her best behavior tonight, for which I was truly appreciative for. But we got out there, got to talk with some people along the way. See if you got some pets along, got some scratches and pets along the way. And it was just a really, really good walk. And she decided to take the long route. So we did the long route tonight, which gave us extra walking, extra steps, extra exercise. And she was just happy. And if I told her to leave something, she was leaving it. Sometimes she gets her nose buried into the grass and wants to burrow there. And when I tell her it's time to move and I give her a little tug on the leash, she'll just plant her feet. And then she squats like she's going to pee because she knows I won't tug her if she's squatting to pee. And then she bends down and carries on sniffing. She has worked this out by herself. I don't tug when she squats to pee. If she's got her nose buried in the ground with something that she's not supposed to be sniffing, or I tell her that's enough, it's time to move on, and she wants to keep sniffing it, she's figured out herself, I got to squat to pee because mum won't pull on my leash. What can I say? Smart puppy. But anyway, so that's how we created our magical day-to-day. Even with the funk going on, we had those magical moments that got us out of the funk and kept us moving on. So that is it for today. Let us know what magic you managed to create today. Let us know in the comments, because it's always good to share ideas and things about how you create magic in your day, how you create gratitude in your day, things that you did to pay it forward, or some new technique that you've learned, or something that you have just planting the seed on to see how it comes to fruition. Or the seed may have grown into that big oak, that little acorn may have grown into that big oak tree. You never know. Anyway, go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We're going to go and don't know what we're going to do. I might just go and sit and read. Don't know. I may do some more sorting. First thing I'm going to go do is make a protein shake for dinner and have that protein shake. And my shopping list is ready for tomorrow. Yay! I so much want to buy junk food. So no. Let's find alternatives. You don't want it. So there's an argument going on in my head. I want junk food. No. Please. No. There's an argument going on in here. But no. Can we find an alternative? We'll talk about that. So I know that my silicone chocolate molds arrive tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. Oh, and what is it about not being able to find dark chocolate Easter eggs? Easter's coming up. I want my dark chocolate. I don't want a dark chocolate rabbit. I want dark chocolate eggs. I like dark chocolate, and I want eggs. I don't want candy-coated eggs. I want a chocolate egg. I don't care if it's solid. I don't care if it's hollow. I want a dark chocolate egg. And I'm looking around, and which one of the companies says, yeah, we've got dark chocolate eggs. I'm going, yay. And I look at their eggs, and they're round. They're a half circle. They're round, and they've got a bubble. They've got a flat side on them. I'm going, that is not an egg. I'm sorry. It's not even an egg cut in half. It is a ball of chocolate that's been cut in half and wrapped individually. Do not call those eggs. I don't want a dark chocolate. I just want some dark chocolate eggs. I don't want them candy coated. I just want plain dark chocolate eggs. I can find everything, any shape, size, whatever, in milk chocolate. I can find dark chocolate rabbits. Not interested in rabbits. I want a dark chocolate egg. So I'm looking for dark chocolate eggs. I will find me a dark chocolate egg. I am on a mission. Easter's not until next month, but I'm on a mission to find because every year I go looking for dark chocolate eggs. Every year I come up empty-handed. So I've been pleading for this for a few years. So hopefully maybe somebody will listen and actually create a dark chocolate egg. I want a big one. I just want one that's about this big. It's hollow. That'll work. Oh, slightly solid. That'll work too. As long as it's dark chocolate. No filling. Just a plain dark chocolate egg. That's all I want. Not a little one. I want a medium-sized one. One that'll take me a couple of days. Well, if I was in a real chocoholic mood, I could do it in a day and feel sick at the end of the day. But this one I want it big enough to take me a couple of days. That's all I'm asking for this Easter. But anyway, I'm out of here. How the hell we got onto eggs? I don't know. Anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, for Tune Up Tuesday. Hey, Gonetta.